So I was listening to two Chasing Glory podcasts with Lillian Garcia, and we get to know the deep backstory on certain people. And two of them, of course, you can tell by the title of this video. One of them is Cesaro, and the other one is MVP. Cesaro didn't really tell you anything you didn't already know. He likes competition. He likes working out. He speaks multiple languages, but Spanish isn't one of them. He loves Switzerland. I mean, stuff you already knew. Yeah. He was frustrated at the time he teared the beach ball. Yeah, that was definitely him being frustrated about that. He does lose his temper, to the detriment of himself. He is stubborn at times, he says, but these are like little really huge issues. The big one was MVP. MVP, he of course, he did go to prison, but he went to prison for robbery, in case you didn't know. That was the main thing he went to prison for. He went to jail at 16, and he was going to serve 18 years, but he got time off for good behavior, and he was out 9. At the time of Lillian Garcia's podcast, which was like around June last year after Shad Gaspar passed away. He's 46, but he could be 47 now, but it doesn't really matter. But he always wondered why Shad Gaspar was so nice to people, and then you look at his funeral, and then you see why. A lot of people there, love that man, so like that could be why. So he wants to be more like Shad. MVP was telling Shad to like not be so nice to like just random new people. But Shad just was insistent on being who he was, like being nice to people. Kind of like Luke Harper. Fucking ridiculous. People like Trump are around causing chaos everywhere, and nice people. So, MVP did say that he should have been in jail a lot longer than what he did for the stuff that they didn't catch him on. I thought that was very, very suspect. So, like, who knows what it was? I think it was one count of armed robbery because he bound somebody and put him in a room somewhere. So like it was like a multi-man job, and he was one of the people that got caught, and he took a plea bargain in order to get out earlier. So that's the main thing with MVP. He says that if he had no interest in wrestling until he came out of prison. So he had no interest in going into wrestling before prison. Prison changed things. Ironically, WWE is one of the rare companies that actually takes people with a criminal record. And he did say something rather interesting on that podcast, and he made a very good point, in my opinion. That he said that if you do your time, if you serve your time, you are not allowed to vote ever again. You are branded a criminal offender for the rest of your life. You must put that on an application for a job. So even though you serve your time, you must tell everybody about that. You can't let it escape you ever, which is messed up. That shadow will follow you wherever you go. Even though you serve your time and peacefully and got out and everything, it will follow you everywhere. That's messed up. You know what's even more messed up? You can't vote, very difficult to get a job, and you still have to pay taxes. USA.